Good morning, my friends. I'm Marcy Delaney, and I'm the owner of Spa 131 in West Columbia, South Carolina. And I've been doing a series of these little video chats with some friends and business associates. So I'm branching out a little bit this morning. And I have with me some folks that live on the West Coast. They are Barrett and Michelle Thomas from Los Angeles, California. And as a little disclaimer, I must say that this is my precious, adorable nephew and his wife, Michelle. So good morning, my sweet peeps.
Good morning, Auntie. How are you?
I'm good. How is everything in Los Angeles this morning?
It looks like it's a beautiful blue sky day, but I haven't been outside yet.
It's early for you guys. It
Yeah.
is, I should say, it is Tuesday, April 21st, and the time is 12:31 Eastern Standard Time, so that's 9:31 on your coast.
Not
So
early, but it is still morning.
you're young, I know. You get started a little bit later. So just would you introduce yourself to anybody that might look at this video? Tell our viewers who you are and what you do way over there in Los Angeles.
I'm Michelle, and I am a senior story producer for a production company that does primarily reality television shows. And Barrett over here.
I am an editor for another production company that specializes in Saturday morning educational TV.
And what's really cool is both of you do some really exciting stuff. Barrett, your company has been nominated for Emmys more and more and more and more, right?
Number of daytime Emmys, yeah.
Yes, and it's really cool to see your name on those shows. And my darling Michelle, tell our viewers, what is your big claim to fame these days? What show are you working on?
Yes, I was lucky enough to be a part of the Netflix craze that was Love is Blind. So that was really fun. And
That's so cool to say. And I love telling people what you guys do. I'm so very proud of you both. It's exciting. And I thought that maybe we talk a little bit about the coronavirus. Of course, that's what everybody has at top of mind these days. And just maybe talk a little bit about how this has affected your jobs and certainly your day-to-day life out in Los Angeles. I know it's really put a quietus on some of the things you're doing. So talk a little bit about that.
For me, I'm one of the few that are lucky enough to kind of be able to still continue to work from home. I think the company has done a really good job of trying to allow people that can still work from home do that. And because
is the show still under production right now?
It's a different show that we're on right now.
Okay.
But they were filming, and because I work in post-production, kind of after they've gone out and filmed things, then we kind of make our story out of it afterwards based on what they went out to collect. We have had some footage for a while, and so we've been able to kind of work and create our story that way, with a little bit of lag because you're not at the office where all of the hard drives are, but for the most part, it's been streamlining really well. We've been able to keep up with our deadlines, and
But production is shut down.
production is shut down.
They're no longer shooting. They're no longer in groups of people, but the post-production people, certain ones were able to bring computers home from the office and screen mirror in so that they could work from home.
Yeah,
But it's a small team.
Yeah, what about you, Barrett? Is that the same for you?
We are just kind of at the point in the season where we're slowing down anyway. This is the time of year where I'm playing disc golf like 20 hours a week just because we're seasonal and that's just what happens this time of year. So timing actually couldn't have really been better for me because I'm working, an hour or two from home here and there. I'm going into the office for 3 or 4 hours here and there, maybe once a week. And other than that,
There's nobody really at the office. So when you're there, you're not
there's
near anybody.
one or two people that are at the office about every day, and other than that, it's pretty quiet.
Well, how has disc golf been affected?
The city of Pasadena I heard the city of LA did it, but I know the city of Pasadena pulled all the baskets at the park where I usually play.
Mm-hmm.
I heard the city of LA was pulling all the baskets. I don't know if this is true. I heard they were pulling basketball hoops from parks, all of that sort of thing. So
There was a park the other day that had caution tape around all of like the workout equipment because there's just pull-up bars and kind of like slide things, and so they're just not letting you.
Yeah, well, so the private gyms are all closed, I'm assuming. And
there's some parks out here, like in Burbank, that have like workout equipment in the park. It's like a little, mechanical elliptical machine and that sort of thing, and those are all taped off.
So you live in Burbank.
We live in Los Angeles, but I'm
over the hill is Burbank.
I'm 100 yards from Burbank, yeah.
So what are you hearing today on April 21st? Or well, you probably haven't listened to the news since you just got up, but yesterday, what were you hearing about the numbers of coronavirus?
Oh man,
I think
I've completely lost track.
The last that I heard was that more people in LA have been exposed to it than I think that they had originally.
Do you have any news on testing?
I
think what was the question?
On testing, because that's what we keep hearing from everybody. There's not enough testing being done. Do you have any knowledge of that?
I don't know anything about what the numbers are, but I follow Eric Garcetti, the mayor of LA, on Instagram, and I know that he has been posting random things the past couple of days, just like, hey, we're getting more tests. If you need tests, click this link. If you feel like you have a cough, click this link. If you're a senior and you're worried about this, click on this. Like all that sort of thing. But I haven't felt sick or felt the need to follow through any of that.
Have you heard anything about or rumors, or even from the mayor or the governor, about opening back up?
May 15th is their anticipated date.
Is that a full open or is that a phased open?
They're phasing everything. So like schools are out until next year.
Schools are done until fall.
Right.
But even then, I think that we've gotten emails from certain things that like we're a part of that had like reservations or tickets to something, and they're kind of being very vague about, we're hoping this day, but we don't have anything official yet, and we'll be in touch with you. So there's no real, even for sure, I think that it is May 15th. And then it seemed too that almost all sporting events and concerts and whatnot have been almost pushed till 2021.
Yeah, Eric Garcetti said he doesn't think that there will be a large sporting event or concert in the city of Los Angeles until 2021.
Yeah, I keep hearing that everywhere. So,
sorry.
What
was I going to say? I don't remember.
Well, I was going to ask you on a personal standpoint. I know that you guys are young, newlyweds, and you've been very busy out doing all sorts of fun social events. So talk a little bit about how that has affected you. On the one hand, I think how exciting for you to be newlyweds during this time, because my husband and I that are oldyweds, it's not been so good sometimes.
Yeah.
Bit about how that's affected your lifestyle.
I think just also because of the jobs that we have, and I work maybe 11 miles from our house, but it's LA, so I spend an hour or an hour and a half each way in traffic, and so I leave for work at 8 o'clock and I get home at 8:30, and so it's like very little time when we were working that we can hang out, and it's just eat and watch a show and go to bed. But whereas this has been kind of nice because you have a little bit more flexibility with your work. So we have like weekly deadlines. So whenever you choose to work and get that done, go ahead. So I think we've had more time like hanging out.
She still likes me pretty well. And if she decides she doesn't like me, then, she's at the office and she can just go to work and
put my headphones on and just
work for a little while.
But you're very social. What are the things that you're doing now to socialize? I love watching all the little the Instagrams that you used to post all the time with your friends, and it was just fun to see. You're very social. So how are you feeling your time now that way?
We definitely watch more TV today than we did a month ago.
We FaceTime with people.
We FaceTime with people. We've been playing, I don't know, like...
We play Monopoly online.
Monopoly online, yeah. Playing video games online with people.
Get one camera with them so they can see it, and then one camera with the TV so we can all kind of see what we're doing together.
We've been talking about... We have a group of friends that all have copies of the same board game. So we've been talking about setting up that board game with a top-down camera on the table so that everybody can see each other's games, and then FaceTiming and trying to play that way.
Well, it's certainly a time that will test our creativity, won't it? And you know,
Absolutely.
We're starting
how
to get creative.
exciting that we are actually in a time that we have this
Mhm.
ability to be.
I can't imagine doing this without the internet.
No, I can't either.
Just sitting
And
around reading books for months.
when this first started, I actually said to Buddy, "What happens if the internet goes down?" You know, it was a big fear of mine.
Yeah, I don't want some dude coming over here to like fix my internet. You know?
No, no. Well, you know, that's about all we're going to chat today. I know you've got things to do, but I try to keep it short and sweet. Get too long, we really do lose people. All 12 people that look at our video.
Mhm.
But thank you so much. And I hope you
Yes,
Thank
of
you.
course.
stay safe.
You too.
And,
Nice chatting with you and seeing your face.
Yeah, well, there you go. It's the same face I've always had, right? I love you both.
Love
Love
you.
you.